Confidence is a tricky thing. Have you ever seen a baby learning to take his first steps? Kind of wobbly, there's no confidence there. Rarely is the baby just getting up and saying, I know what I'm doing, I'm gonna speed walk now. That doesn't happen. Now, do you remember when you first learned to drive? You had pretty much zero confidence. You were not sure how hard to press on the brake or the gas, and if you were like me, making a left turn was just a scary thing. You had no confidence at first, but over time, with practice, you became so good at it that driving just became second nature to you. And you can safely say that you are a confident driver now, right? Unfortunately, there are many things in life that we're not confident about. Many times, these are significant things in our lives that could affect it positively or negatively. And this is where the problem lies. Not being confident to do things that we really want to do or should do or have to do because we're not confident. Think about the one time when your lack of confidence stopped you from getting something you really, really wanted or you needed. Thought about it? Now I'm gonna tell you about my example. I used to think that everyone was just better than me. I remember my first job out of college, I would go to these corporate meetings and I would not utter one word. I was just petrified of saying something and thinking that people were gonna say that my ideas were ridiculous. I also felt that I shouldn't ask any questions because if I did, then I would sound stupid. Eventually, to my misfortune, when it was time to let someone go, I was the runner-up because it was kind of the unavoidable. Now, how about the time when you really needed to ask for a raise and you just couldn't seem to do it? Or the one time you wanted to start your own business and didn't think you could do it. You didn't think you had what it took. These are just a couple of the many life-changing experiences that we constantly miss out on because we're just too afraid. Now, let's go back to these two examples. Remember that money from that raise that you should have asked for and didn't. Instead of getting that money and spending it on a well-deserved vacation on a beach somewhere, you spend the whole summer on a 10 by 10 cubicle. Or the business you wanted to start could have been your ticket out of your unfulfilling job. Instead, now you're gonna continue putting up with it. I want you to think of all the things that you're missing out. How much are you willing to lose? How many opportunities are you willing to let you pass by? Think about it. Now, I'm not gonna tell you today to go and write down a list of affirmations to be read to yourself out loud as you're looking in the mirror. Unfortunately, that just doesn't work. All it does is create a stressful situation in your brain because when you're telling yourself you could do something that you really don't believe, it's just stressful. According to Russ Harris in his book, The Confidence Gap, the human mind has been wired to think negatively for thousands of years. And in order to survive in the wild, humans had to think of the worst possible scenario and immediately react, right? So no matter how hard we try to get rid of these negative thoughts, they will always be there. That's just the way we've been wired. So what can we do? The author has many useful recommendations, and I recommend the book. One of them is hearing your negative thoughts and saying thank you, mind, and just keep going. Fully engaging in what you want to do, even though we like to believe that we can multitask, the mind can't. So when you're fully engaged in something, we automatically put all negative thoughts on the back of our minds and we just do what we have to do, which kind of is what happens when you're driving. Today, I have to say I'm much more confident in myself. I believe in myself a whole lot than I did a year ago. And the funny thing is that I didn't even see it happening. I'm constantly challenging myself and I never let an opportunity pass me by. I have to say it feels really good. Never would I have thought that I would be doing video lessons. I want you to do the same. Say enough is enough. Enough of missing out. Enough of imaginary fears. They're imaginary. It's time to just go for it. Just go for it and remember, if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will. It starts with you. So be confident.